CareFinder is a real estate company that focuses on property development within the Gambia. We pride ourselves with providing not just quality and durable houses, but also state-of-the-art designs tailored to our clients' tastes and expectations. Our unique experience and expertise is second to none in the industry. We are currently building and selling 3-bedroom bungalows at Sukuta Traffic Lights and Jabang. We're also building and selling 3-bedroom story buildings at Sukuta Paradise. Other sites are also in the pipeline. With CareFinder, payment options are available. With just 40% deposit, you can get your house started. For more information, contact us on 329-5188, 727-0049, 709-8418. You can also check us out on Facebook and Instagram at CareFinder. With CareFinder, you are assured of a secure investment.
Assalamu alaikum baringol ngali konton kali bismillah ko reke mo be kerfatu jibe ka nyen tembenna ba fula mo be ko wal bismillah ko reke alla di grand bantaba programme mo min kanale arjuma ni wato sita nga molu be bismillah molu be alon ko walle ka jibe na youtube odo mil ka jibe en facebook la ba fale ko thank you so much altenten don ka subscribe na youtube channel ola molu mi alon ko walle ka jibe through youtube la bayren ka jele ko mo jamal bi jele mi alon ko e ka jibe youtube le olati namba fala mo be ko altenten ga subscribe mil ka jibe facebook na alpareta donc alta kerfatu media alwole table on youtube donc alfana subscribe na youtube channel odo na sponsor ngeten to ke jay bake adaba ko no wolem kerfainda milia lon ko ke korda wa fole ke gambia banko kan jang naltata gambia dula beto albetar jele ila korda le mi alon ko ibe location kende balleto al ses korda soto watara e mambata si korda soto dala mi alon ko abediata bakele kolda lorim bandingo le ka wafile bari natra kene kenson le fanan be bulu e lafta pour kalo e ka loro fanan kalenne itol CareFinder woto ye ker siri soto le mi alon ko korda lorim bandingol le e katale do ye korda nyen sa yela korda chabo dila altaji ali korda sa ila nombal be tarabare kan screen o nyen dumale na LG fanan ne suñu ker betendo ke je baki kanyim programme o fasa ka sembentendi ke blodu nyim programme ko ba fola LG anin suñu ker ala barka bake ela bagas kendo la mi alon ko wole wa fi Gambia banko kanjang ka wata bed lan jorangol kara fo nyin jamal laban television ngol mi alon ko ikasile drong television ngol be bulu mi alon ko ani isi smart television ngol le nyinti mi alon ko si diamu no angale kangoto e lafta minna isa ke wala lafta dunda me si dunnoje abetol da male bulu al stage suñu ker fanan nga pentirol jejele mi alon ko betata bakele mo jamal ke muna fayla bagasol ni akela bung kono drong bungo bala abuka hosi woto ela bagasol ni adundi la bung kono do mo jamal le bije mi alon ko be nyabole la bayring ela bagasol ni nyata bari bambanda fanam bakele woto al dongi la kundal to pour que la bagasol sang mutanale ne ko de anin arjuma ko to ndami alon ko be kacala ku dolla milbe tarra denden gambia ko la kon dalta ke la nyamen ko de nene welcome back.
Thank you, Buba.
You look beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Namo. Andu ñi ñaabe parce que ngalon ko nam mo be jang. Ha. Dinga misle fama ta jela koronta pour ngana bi. Kabri ngalon ko abuta tamadula danata.
ala lifu diatal de ila
wala membe doko wala kay ni tumando ye time ta pour ye fonyo ye riku ye nana parce que ate ka doko men ke soni atale
ala booster livre on da livre
yo metro go
natara jalosta bilam balo nama jalosta bilam balo bar semen fay wala ñu ko
la na yim kontan
elam
bar mbe advice kil ne dilal
trop
ko na dum de kenyo ko droite bola Allah trop ko ndon moto ba kendo nanum fonyo nada na ma dra bo boyla
te trop balle nati mi je folo
ñaay wol mu trop ko balle
wol
buba
ali trop balle natal de
ala kana ke o dolti de
akilinte men utroko akilinte masakunda bul asiba masakunda gawle foyde masakunda gawle foyde baro masakunda akilinte even minister of works atroko a table talbo amanga chandi billahi amanga chandi masakunda me ba noma a taybulu
ale masakunda be sindi
ngamen foy masakunda me ba noma gawle foy
okay
atele masakunda be sindi
ndala masakunda me sindi
talbo congratulate le
congratulations
so fana mba fule ko
aliasan brikamala ko dol aliasa wala
Expass Motors le blo du ñola
okay
so pour ka
don trolom bam fu ñadi
and iba karla ka jo ibe karla Expass Motors jola in how many months or years 3 years yes
3 years
3 years ha bari to lebe maintenance
election o sanjo malte 2020
2026 2 years
I mean KMC has done the same thing.
yeah KMC done the same yeah and it worked
You know.
no hani chairman of je nin do na rabe tenten na council le ko
vehicles, you know, so it was the same,
Yeah.
you know.
ani OIC daman ka wodi OIC dilom tapale yalti tapale yala kedo
politiko nada
no politiko ndo tapale yala kedo ba fona ko tinada je
politiko nada
ne no ma
yalo mbayo
kami ko no me do you have the minister the amount of money
bayo
they invest in the
bayo nene bulay kondondro ke folo
okay nene kondondro ke folo
nene kondondro ke folo
ebe to kondondro la
non binal le platolo
bande même fo jang ay attaque
Ndoko.
talbo ngoto tata manka mon kundale
ha
ngoto tata manka
ada fo
voilà livola talbo be ranu ma fone lifo ko je tinna pro max ale amni pro max na rajak amni pro max I don't know. Ndeka amni pro max na the last pro max mais talbo president o bu ywaldi
ani wilano
17 Pro Max. Oh, pretty Pro. Talabo.
You're comparing me with Talibo? Yeah. Yes, he was like, no, I'm better than Talibo.
I'm better than Talibo.
Well, I got 17 Pro Max.
The comment section, everybody is saying, please bring back Talibo. Please bring back Talibo. Talibo is better than
Milano.
You don't know somebody until they are awake.
Wala nene ko ako ni talbo man na bi. Valentina.
It's full of surprises. I can come again and meet somebody worse than Promax. What would I do?
No, it's just crazy. It's crazy. Bye-bye. This program, okay. Project Kaja. Bye-bye. Nene continue.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Fo kontano nin sewo ngana moje parce que nin na mo manna tete na la bi nda na la ngasi buba
kabunga moy ne le complain ka munga
That was a flood in Basel. You know, this man worked too hard. All the president I blue for flood here. Talabo ya kada ku ba ke kaje ko flood nying because Basel tan la fa janga.
Yeah, but I don't give you a lot.
No, Talabo flood mo jala. Ela community development kila. So da ji no ka sul ma.
ko nga damu faranjira na muru
Dabo tata miton wala da ji ziyara ko ba ta ji ziyara nyame. Ba itam technicien wonde. because you worked at the community development. It had MPP council. That was a floating message. Yes, that's what it's.
Ngi kontong. Back in contact le ko inata buba. Inala sa bulo mom ahankay. Amad ba mom bulo gison tay. Dinga am dina ak mo. I'm like
the blue is bluing, yeah. Kamsos mo fi jaar.
No, but Abla APRC no to alliance le ba fe APRC.
Bari to la ngi so Abla no to alliance.
No to alliance. Oh, okay.
Amantara to la company.
APRC fa bakari isa ibalon na parce que atol be kala nyoka.
No yala ko jaka Istanbul wala na ko mo na ngin kafa.
No to alliance.
But APRC fa kara ba kerne.
Right now, Buma, it's very difficult to know who are the APRC and what.
No, you don't need. I am trying to bring the other man, the Noto Alliance themselves. It all damal kuyatale. They am problem. Nyom nin. Yes, they divided. You know this faction. You have the Baitulai faction, and you have the other one.
Baitulai
so Noto Alliance is point 1 and point 2.
No. But even APRC, Fabakar, there's a division.
Division to
division. Hello, you can come division TJ. Billahi there's a division. Hey, how you do division of the? How you do division of the? There's no division in UDP. Hello, NPP yalo send do dawo do. We from goal la. We diamond. Mo be. The sulu te bolomina.
But you for national ko split le be nal na do ngal konko. The last split to le ka
NPP tembo mo sansa tek. Abekalo ko me yalo nika.
So but what is the division in APRC Fabakar?
APRC Fabakar. Well, ila phone call, ila YouTube. Ila YouTube, but follow ila moyo.
Afana YouTube.
Albaraba. Odo model de. Alfa Baitu Laila Odo la moyo.
Alfana diaspora.
But you know, for APRC, yes, there are divisions with no alliance. I cannot confirm for Tombong's faction. I belong to no alliance. But even within no alliance, there are factions. And I think I did tell you that earlier on.
Yeah.
But there is a beauty about it. Jammeh still has that magic kind of power. If he says all of you get back together, there is a chance most people will get back. That I know for APRC.
That is right.
And I think he's the one who's supposed to do that. I don't know about other parties, but for APRC, I know there is a greater chance that if Jammeh comes out and speaks properly to the right people, the comeback could be a historical.
I think he should do that. I thought
he should.
They had a meeting at Kanilai when he had
yes.
Yeah, they had a meeting. Okay.
That's the beauty about them anyways. Yeah. That's the beauty about us.
Okay. And he
has some magic power.
He had a promise to come here. I don't know whether he will come.
Who promised to come?
Yeah, Tama. He's the leader of
UK.
No, he's back.
He's back.
Yeah,
that was just a rumor that he's around.
He's around, yeah. He's around.
Anyway, APRC no to alliance. So it will be no to alliance 1 or no to alliance 2?
See,
no alliance in general.
But you know,
alliance for Kunklin Talal with it.
I'm just kidding.
But Kunklin Talal will not alliance for that.
But
you know, for me, Yalong is so delicate that people like me, we now, that is one of the reasons that you don't even see me in no alliance or Tombonjata FARC official distance. Because like for me, I am so connected that I just don't know what exactly I should follow now. I belong there and that is it.
Yeah.
I listen to them and let's see what is going to come out. Because it's very, very difficult. Today you are with this individual thinking you are in the same kind of whatever. The next day you see that individual there. So it's
No. The reality is Jammeh should be consistent.
Yes.
He should be consistent in what he is doing and what he is
That's absolutely right.
I believe that's
He's the solution.
Anyways, I'm lying here kontong. Ayo. Did you visit India or what today?
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I was.
You look very Indian today.
Yeah. I was once in India and Pakistan, so it's just now before like Indian pajama.
When you and your brother you were in good terms, right?
No. Before that, I traveled before this government. That's what what I'm going to
na mo ko ba ko muta bar wala wata mo
billahi wallahi
kapi ko kimbe borni
nan kal alala nan kal
akala
alala
jada le fani piko ko
billahi wallahi billahi wallahi na minio muta
Andu wala benene bulala la kondondiro
no ela mo yaro ninne nata ela mo buwa ninne nata ayon konton ay nyin kambe diamula tan bo yi tay asan
ite ya foko wala tin nan ka fo talibole ite talibole ndi de
no ay day sa ko wala
Okay, thank you so much.
amam ko fode am back talbo is back I'm back
ya back
ya no ko fode
that was promox ya back ya back
Please continue.
bu ma jógee si yéen nuyu ñi nga xam ne ñoo ñuy seetaan saa yu nekk nuyu kër bi ak ñëpp ñi nga xam ne lafitaaj ñuy tax bi programme bi nii di mun a nekk lim nekk di am kontaante rek di wax ne rek ni ko olof di waxee rek boo dëkkee ci dëkka defar dëkk bi moo gën ñu naan dëkk naa ci dëkk bi kon su dee loolu lu ñu war a gëm la ñu yaakaar ne ñu ni tamit ay ndaw toog fi ni bokk ci defar dëkk bi dëkk ci dëkk bi di ko defar ci naka lañ koy defaree mooy si suñu wax yoo xam ne yaakaar nañ ne wax buy indi jëm kanam la wax buy indi leeral la wax buy indi bennoo la wax buy indi yokkute la kon mun nañoo puukaru ne bokk nañ ci ñi nga xam ne ñooy defar dëkk bi kon di ñaax ñëpp tamit ñu ut yoon yoo xam ne dinañ ci bokka pour bokka ñu defar dëkk bi parce que bu baaxee rek ñun ñëpp a ko bokka te bu baaxu it ñun ñëpp ñooy sonna kon di leen jaajëfal di leen wax ne tey ay waxtaani biir la typical Bantaba kacha. There's no guest here, so we will talk among ourselves. You know, based on our opinions, our understanding, you dissect, paramfache, haji, suli, sul. Niñ ko gisee rek ak niñ ko fa xamee pour indi leeral rek ak waxtaan pour askan bi kon toog leen ngeen déglu ñu beneen Bantaba beneen ajuma bu yanja ak beneen panelist boo xam ne na moo be yang kuwol be duula kuwol be mammanna namo wolen de
namo
badi na moo yalo itata bolong kono kabiring itata na kuwol mantara ka ke
yalo mbeda men communication tije
communication
do borla dal to
so
ba yono la mol
saindu nata ila mol kumandi ya fay ko inata pour nga
no communication
ma faate basede
no
ko intara damen
ade biziring wala tin aman communication no
Senegal communication
bayo kata lila moy
communication of financial da euro sandon imono
talo bari to sa ko dai itara moria
ito kabring ndar moria
Talibo ni mo ñoo kon Talibo
wo moro tondi wo moro tondi
kasa
bamba koyol alla bamba koyol men bordere re Sénégal
alla moro le no
alla bamba koyol men be kati kale al tata le 2 kilo la be aborde la bi Sénégal tana kamana
okay ini mo le ñoo kon
ko président de l'élection ale
mo ñoo kon do al ngata ki mo le ñoo kon do ngata
assalamu alaykum badewlo nga mo be kon ton kere Fatou Diang mba folale ko famo kita baba ke kata menti drone tarali fo la dumande nakeba president Adama Barrow be manka mankunda butum to fanani mo kala fa kidi fo ngata je drone ya mansa diaral mansa ka diala ya mansa nomo fanan ka
almam malo fa this time
no ye ni ngamalo fa dro ni
gelem this time gelem
okay ñangu ko
mo re wala ko
sa malo ni woye ko musile yo bari sayin ndara drom alkunuto do kiji o be daro nyaku indian nyakule be mbul say na fay droal be dunda nyola be lo la fo 2025 to 2026 ni nyaku membota nang india mba yuru lal to tari albe dunda nyola albe dunda nyola o nyaku ni o tek al tekara
okay bismillah
mbe mol kontonna komi akeda menti dro akeda fama balati e bare buba mo don le kan kumande je bare wotumo kayje comment section talibo manke buti ta jang bu jang kara bari kabrim famara non dey kan kol da fa
Kol,
ko
ye misle.
billahi ngi over misle go na kere fatu way ibe min toto le da fa no mi janne be kere kuraw l'islam kere kuraw mbolo to be ninte momento kere fatu mina woto le nyaata dumande so mbe mo be konton na bayo mbe konton na MC fana ba konton na ba bar kabra bo korea mang nama nyoje
kay nama nyoje
nama nyoje so bar ngalon ko hannabe kala jen sore de kay anin tisato anyando nat lañede de anyando nat lañede
de ñom la ñim programme ko
defana ninde dara ninde ka kende jamal le bi ne
bal fo fo de dara janna samaro sama dam male ko
no ate manta follow talibo manta
ngene tata
so after programme wal ñomoy
tele yanko ba
ñomoy
fo altolier ñomoy le buba altolier ñomoy le
ma ñomoy follow
sa munate ye jikki ko naten talibo ye ñomoy
talibo
be kala
no ndela ñomo de fo jang
yo
dem big man ulti
How long ago has he been back from Korea? More than a month, right?
more than a month now.
Dem big man ulti
Okay, no problem.
Abla welcome.
Namu
yo am nga lu ma
yalla
Loma jox man.
yo xam nga ko man duma wax fi de man
That is sos bayo.
ay yow lu ma la jox yow am lolu
Atol albe min na ngabe lo. Ali ke kumba fala jan lun killing. Ne yo nopel is okay. Albe ko kulay ni MC ngabe lo. It's okay. Ngata. It's all nopila.
ko ne la pare mo lo fo ganya ne la pare para la ñibe kunna abe benna state house le
Ala pare ni. E bari ala saba say. Sanju fulal.
dinga na e summit la wo pajer kende bal diala ay ñin si fa dunga dum
You submit for OIC Pajero.
moto kutol ñini
You submit.
OIC la fa OIC le fula
Exactly.
OIC o moto ñi ko nana mambula wala kon na be burla
Anta kay bulata wol.
aka kumal hi ñande tara lawla kono
Okay. Talibo, thank you so much.
no opposition
Abla welcome.
Assalamu alaikum, I'm always content, it's always a pleasure to be on the platform. And Talibo, welcome back.
thank you
Yes. Mel tata fana alama alayam fi ma fana men bijang ke ala batula de fonna las nejo. Thanks.
All right. Bye welcome.
ye nyakube MPP ako nyaku yala kan ako nyaku tolia ko safo nyaku membe NPP atadulado ko mem fo yalon yalon godo bonna moroko le anak la kunu sudo ko kunu go sudo
al kafili dal
nde bay
president kafili
batalu bay safo mo le no ba safo mo le ko atara mi na mo atara mi na mo ko
ara menna imagine ita ko do ma imagine
bari ye habo bari I mean as a presidential aide
Bye more content na ta mutara.
anyway
dal man ta janne da bo man ta janne mo li ajini
na ma yemande dawo tata
Oh, ngata say ngata.
ay Allah koni dawo sanka memo be kontonna
waro man naji
memo be kontonna ba fulale ko bi fana mutanande arjuma do ni arjuma nyeng no pro max ni arjuma nyeng talibo is ba
man na pro max mi ay badan
no talibo billahi wallahi ndako kol mesuro mena bu kanyum pro max sama la ñam boy talibo te jang ko talibo len ka ko kuraw e bana mi da kuraw le bari nin tiwol mota talibo man tiyo sama la ñi Bantaba do jang talibo me mala
No, nintiyo na ra be
tiyo na
bodo
be boto lon la jan
yela yido ken tiyo na mota na jang ka tubanyo yo ban tubanyo yala yo ban
man da tuban sanjano fana
ita bari tiyo do gula mano
non man tejo tubanyo don tol do
so je ko di flood alhamdulillah be is okay
no yalo ni ko base ba dalalem flor ketol to base la tun do la man ko
okay then
waro
is
to
okay
sanol de kabrin pel mo
it's okay alman famalo nyola
amin
e bunya fana beje na moto bal commence tala kana
okay
pour que dan non senen
senen
anan ka do
wala bida do mbaggu do ko de
But when I should be the first start.
Start and good.
troko
So thank you so much, Bayo. Thank you so much, Bayo.
But yalong say ni be diamole inyanta festival de le tala.
passer ça passer
Bari nga ga pasti di.
Ni nyanta be diamota inyanta festival de le.
Ani kana sang. Pasti la désolé mais campagne.
joma passe
na mo ni manqué dans le Sénégal
Amangara Sénégal.
joma passe parce que ni mun to la si fon ko
Amangara Sénégal. So So ngal tentu kal je bake mbe duna programme kono wo fe bi nyanta luntawo min sotola nun jang anyanta bula non Gambia Teachers Union le Gambia Teachers Union ye silandiro ki ko be balambaya kela kabreng iko la SIG min kera school improvement ground iko ima Masakunda ma jo wala tina ilafta non pour ka balambaya ke bari enen Masakunda be metino ke kanne ngi batul ne pour ye futa nyim programme moto pour nisi kacha bari metino nyim mambang wala tina e mandano bari be kacha la ku jamal la bi nyim programme moto fananga daba kono wala meet the people to ti yalon ko kana commencé président o bita murum wala côté ke mo jamal ye toñing jelay la ko nafata la dolu bi jele ko toñing a betata bakle le bayre pour kata molu mit mi yalon ko ye do ko ke min keta senelalti bari be kacala fanan of course passport ko mi yalon ko wala fintita reporto mi yalon ko wala fintita on di fatu network ngalon ne ko mo jamal ye report o nyum fanan jele about passport lo mi yalon ko wala fintita kam dale ko e diplomatic passport mi yalon ko wala di atadale for 5,395 nyum on documented passport leti on documented passport in state and on 3,436 service passport mi yalon ko ya fintindi auditole o fanan fintindi that is the National Audit Office yo fintindi mbata kanda men walam di fatu network mbe wo fanan kacala nying programme motole na kunta je fanan be kacala teacher solo fanan na kola bayring hanisa e mele SIG soto mbe wo fanan kacala nying programme moto me and Bayo Kara wolem Kamsos creation di ba fola Kamsos ko abaraka bakele ala fenkola ala nyimbay nyimala mobe sitano ye kararo keje ifelentin Costa Route marché to je alsi binta commandino on 2410641 2410641 2410641 alsa commandino on WhatsApp ala number nyimbe WhatsApp ne 2410641. Nene, welcome. So meet the people to Nene is back again. President be mungi wara dem at meet the people to dafa wara dem meet pharmacy. Lead is a constitutional requirement. Constitution be moko jot dole pour mu dem meet pharmacy every year pour mu watan ak gaay si sen liggéey bi mu xam sen choono pour mu wax len tamit lala len amal. What is your reaction about this with the people too?
Abuba Jirejef, there's one thing we need to remind ourselves. Every year, then you talk Finny and we discuss this same issue, the presidential toll. Because as we all know, it's in the Constitution. And every year the president embarks on it. And Yekewoko, because this has been since the Jawara time. And that they back when you go back for also Fateleko, the reason because mbolem lu nek constitution bi moy the law of the land, right? The highest book bo xamne moy woné nakala yef di doxé ak nuñ koy dogalé moy lo xamne moy sama aha ak yelle fi askan bi. So lu am importance la lu am doole la. So book boobu noonu su demee ne bind nañ fa ne ok at bu nekk président bi war naa dem wóor ñooyee ko Meet the People Store. There used to be another name, Meet the Farmers.
Meet the Farmers Store.
Yaya Jammeh used to say Meet the Farmers, right? And then Meet the People Store. Whatever the name is, it's just a matter of nomenclature. But the purpose should not shift regardless of who is embarking on it. Waaye dañ gis ne man suma gom-gom may ne loolu dafa jox président bi opportunity because suñu la électé sa temps 5 years la juróomi at. Waaye si juróomi at yooyu noonu because su nekkee ne dangaa xaaraat ba beneen juróomi at su nekkee ne booy delluwaat election ngay demaat pour gis nit ñi xëy na di nga gis ay jafe-jafe yu bari boo xam ne soo ko teeloon a yëg di nga ko saafara, right? But bul fàtte ne président bi moom président waaye am na ay ministers, am na permanent secretaries, am na ay governors, yaa ngi am mayors and chairmen and chairwomen. So basically yaa ngi am councillors names so you have all these petitions before si président bi right waaye am na ci yoo xam ne président bi si boppam war na ko mun a gisal boppam war na ko mun a seetal boppam war na faa mun a àggal boppam so ñu jox la that opportunity at bu nekk nga dem woo dëkk bi pour gisante ak askan bi and mun a xam lan mooy seen joytu you know seen ay mbébét nga xool naka ngay saafara loolu tam jox la opportunité pour xool ndax ok ministre yi nga jël liñ laa wax ne loolu def nañ ko place sangam dégg la def nañ ko ay xam nga loolu noonu yëpp opportunity boobu la waaye man dama gëm ne the purpose has been defeated right because soo ko xoolee xaalis biñ dee spend si this yearly event lan mooy the benefits that we get back as a nation that should be that should filter down to the people dafa war a am njëriñ you understand because war nañoo gis ne président bi dem na gis ne xëy na yoon bi ni baaxul bla bla yooyu trop yoon mu expérience ko au dëkk bi nii lopitaan bi sori na au school bi xale ñii ay yooyu noonu mu dellusiwaat balaa beneen at mu saafara loolu noonu xam nga loolu njëriñ boo xam ne la yokkute la pour askan bi waaye duñ dee gis loolu man li ma dee gis mooy xaalis bu bari daf ci dee dugga during this period of Meet the People's Talk in efficiency on productivity understand nga naka lañ ko waxee in discipline unruly on expenditures that's all you see because nit ñi duñ liggéey ñii liggéey duñ dem on time a lot of things are delayed parce que ñu ko war a def nekkuñ fa because of ñu ngi ànd ak président bi ou ñu ngi fekk ji président bi ministers yi most of them are on the store having meetings rallies and what do they talk about on these rallies nothing that has to do with man ak yow Buuba sitting here nothing that has to do with some patients who are at the hospital at the verge of dying it has nothing to do with a bunch of kids who are not going to school gallivanting in the street it's nothing of those sort but it's a matter of you said I said you want my seat I want your seat you want this area I'm going to make sure you don't get it so it's all about personality personal attacks nothing that has to do with issues so for man it has the purpose has been defeated and it should be scrapped this needs to be looked into it's either we go back to the original purpose for why it was put in the constitution for the president to embark on this particular tour paid by us the taxpayers or we scrap it waaye man dama ne njëriñ ñëwu fa so lu ñu war a seetaan la daal.
all right Talibou.
yeah baraka baake comme président la ta Meet the People's Tour kuulo me alon ko ngatar janne na luwale yafo wato wate nin luwaye men fo drombe tamala wala la ando ñi manke ne midaji kuti aka kele birin jawrala time men man la fala wala ka fo ko jawrala tamu taw ken sewlati men yalon ko man la fala man sakundal laftala man sakunda boy ya jemme fana nada the same thing le ka fo bara kata ala tafole adu akatale adu mol ka mem foya ka moyle andu akawdu ko kele mol laftala nyame president adama baro fana nada wolle president ya jemme bonni lu ala antandi fana ne fana silo mutaytata ini mel be dendi ala num opposition leti bale sono e toki janne debulate kono le ngaaje menke toñin kono ka même fo politiko la ka kije
abayitol manke bukan na kodo use ikela kodo le use so it's different opposition
jomal
opposition
with
the people to ye kodo
man na kuma man
okay ha
opposition mene ya jame bondi jang
ha
bri ya be sirin tumome
ha
e ka fola la toñi man na fa soto
ha
bri fanan keta man sat
okay ha okay
right fana di sem tole ke ma fo ko toñi man bere ya
but when you were in the government Talibou ni ko mo fola when we were
when you guys were in the government.
Talibou is giving example when they were in the government.
Yes, that's what he's trying to say.
Who was in the government?
When
UDP.
When the opposition. Now he's calling us with opposition. And he's talking. I can remember when you look at who. Cabinet told the opposition.
No, Talibou is saying that the people.
No, don't even say what Talibou. Let Talibou say it himself.
The people who were.
Let Talibou say it.
It's just.
Talibou, I say can.
Ba la mo nko. Bri ya jamme be sirinje akata Meet the People's Tour men mala opposition e ka même fo wolam ñindi ko ya jamme be ya yo menna na fatala bar bring ay telephone na da man sakunda ko be coalition man sakunda ko if I meet the people stokele andum tebe konole manta dawda même fota ya jammila ko wato wala ka fojol fana na wato president Adama Barrow fana na NPP party o nata ala man sakunda afana kata meet the people stolale meli man la fala wala fana ko man nafa sutu ku mo nyimbita ka wo nyale ban tenga menje wala nyinti ko momondi be ka foy la borole tiw momondi be ka foy la borole tiw wala sono na da wato me UDP be o man sakunda kono le parti do bije la min dambu diba atelmu MC of that meeting city ika political fo je tantam ka kosi je coco ka kuma je ko be ka fo je comme ñin dol ta
it's a political word killing for no it's a political word killing for no I'm talking about meet the people store
yes la min dambu diba ko
okay
la min dambu diba ko akwali nga bula president Adama Barrow noma atele ben nya fidela atele min banko president di ala kiti tam men nga so wala political modi
is that politics?
Who is Lamin Dambudiba?
Lamin
the late minister of agriculture.
Alebula president Noma.
Okay.
Or the one that passed away.
Yeah.
Okay, let me.
Okay, so Sai, okay. As today, do you think come Nafa Balale?
Nafa Balale.
Where the people supported this? Do you think Nafa Balale?
Yo, Nafa membala mina wole fokante. But mola daji ko towards this meet the people store.
Okay.
Mole foka mole.
Okay.
Yo, but Nafa membala wole mnyindiko nin mol tata. President be siri. Ay military. Ikela kole akumul le faye. Nae la kole akumul faye. Minister katar siri njele. Minister katar kujol leke odlat. Minister ka wula yoto sinyandi. Même bina kela aka senandro ko fanandale mel be on progress aka senandro ko fanandale president fananda hamme ko menti pour ka wo ko ke akol fanam fole wala tinda pumba da baki wato dolu eta e project to nyinji be fa nya ke so yaake ministre kana sate permanent secretary kana sate wala inkoko kumo isaje salon ka foko munebe kere aka side visit mul kele kaje ko project tol be damin même banda ani même mamba ako inaugurational fananke aka le foundational beke projet ko lale wala mu kutu mi alon koy kumata.
Okay, so and the many people to the National Assembly remember ye kodo nyin lafale from 10 million to 30 million dollars. Now it can only used for this meet the people to it's just less than a month. Are you okay with it?
Yalo ndol nga men samba député bunkon ndel ko to l'état député bunkon ta ke nyati itata jeye men jeje wala nyinte ko itel fon katar to kono le ye to nyina ko londe bring isan sola karola moto la karola yo londe ni e kodo nyinta ya approve notre président la sunya ke so kono le without National Assembly nsa fa manta silola bar ba ndel fon la kambe men bul wala fon yo kodo je ya kije o ko ko le telephone e moto kuto le men sanga be bulo kono.
So you're okay with it?
I'm okay with it.
Okay. So I'm going to tell a reaction about this meet the people too.
It's a scam.
Meet the people too. How is it a scam?
It's very fraudulent, you know.
Well,
yes. I always tell people, Jammeh is a human being. He is messed up, serious time, big time. He has good things as well. You understand? So, the woman can tell a problem what. Kafoko me ha mbe nympati oto mbote jande kafo mamboy. No. That is it. You see, nde ko ngam en fere, nde politiko nde kaja ala batolti. Nde da mala kabugo nda mala bijede.
Yes.
Atol fango lu albital en final na lab grand Bantaba. Life continues. So that's the truth. I think there would have been better ways of doing it, and I will justify why I say it's a scam. You know, it's a constitutional Ponzi scheme. Yalong mulka menke nying politiko kono ning government kono wolem ka kodu ni luala hani ko palele mbare by the lawyer semento ya. You see, common sense tells you it's a scam. The farmer that you are visiting to know about gets less than 250,000, 150,000 in the entire year. You who is going on tour
to meet the farmer.
To meet the farmer. How much is your daily or night per diem? And the farmer is not getting per diem, remember. But you who is going to see, celebrating the farmer, you are paid to celebrate the farmer. But the farmer who is doing the job is not paid. And you tell me that is not fraudulent? Honey, Allah farmer, I call him. wala masakunda do ko hajul tolam
no woto na tar wala
ni
wala ka president fam jo mu haramu rek
ani go
atale ofo atla justify no problem what me tell you ndama ofo
kama ka abala abela do ko la hani te même fam falante ni bita krefat la do ko la be ko do la dile ta do ko nyina
ngara
fu mu haramu rek
let me explain no allow me
but maybe koro min jarta
ko do wala jarta
for example ni ndeka
mo si taro moto fam ko na si fano le fete mo la abita mid the people stola ati fa la dimban is that not costly
what's to tajan
yo banda
what's to tajan
all right go ahead
if time permits ntebe na own call fela na ngane ngite for answer ibu bala example mendi you see you are working for a private media company you understand and those that you are going to interview don't pay you to go and do that interview the president we buy even his soap his toothpaste we buy it's a different thing altogether.
No, it's not different. They are similar.
No, so I would like to continue. We will come here. Yeah, but among the Mansakunda Kodoti, among the Mudula
I love it. He said it's similar.
Yeah.
It's not the same. Me, yes. That is not the same. So it's fine. My argument is valid.
Okay.
But so what we are trying to talk about is this.
Similar and different.
I think
similar and different.
I think the argument should not be abena buko kono abena loi kuja abena loi buko kono ngam bondide because I'm in favor or we realize that it's not effective. The constitution is a living document. Falindo ka che akuola le ni aje ko men nying abigele ha bare anyanda ka men doko amanta doko nying chekan is a falling knowledge. That is why we have to have a full introspection of ourselves as institutions, as people, as groups. What I take out for why do we have retreat? In governance, you have retreat. Alkamu, albe si, ale ajibe. Member checker, menketa, aning alboita minto anyanda kamone. This is it. Now, the constitution from Jammeh's time, Jawara, up to Barrow, the same thing is there because it favors them. But the reality is this. You are paying each, let's say, minister who goes on tour a certain per diem, and you are taking these hotels and these lodges and all those, buying fuel and so on. All is coming from the same farmer. All is coming from the same vendor. All is coming from the same soldier, the same journalist at Giates, for example. Now, but the farmer that you go to visit, even a tio, ijana ka mensang, alka not already. Does it make sense? It doesn't make sense. It's a scam. The scam is put in a way that a constitutional kono. People say most of have a lower. But anyanta na farming gulula, anyanta na farming fena moli, amanta of fenanta. If you ask me, it's a scam, and I want the president to revisit and the parliament to revisit. Let's see how we go around it, because ala benefiting, ya samba one sidely. If you are to meet with the farmer should be heard and see you do what he wants. But you pay yourself to visit the farmer. You pay yourself to listen to the farmer. You pay yourself to see the farmer. But the farmer, that actually, the constitution has regard for. Do you know what put Gambia on world stage? Groundnut farmers. Farmers put the Gambia on whole map. But they are the poorest up to now. They cannot even have their groundnuts bought. Did they announce how much they are buying the groundnuts this year? Senegal has done it. We are yet to do it. So which farmers are we meeting? And again,
but even last year, I think farmers are still owed money from last year. You remember when they put the price to say you cannot sell your groundnut more than this price. A lot of people held their thing, and they announced that if they catch anybody selling the groundnut to outside, let's say Senegal or whatever, they'll be arrested. So a lot of them also said we are not going to sell.
Last year was 38,000 per ton, I think.
Exactly. So a lot of them held the groundnut, negotiated. Finally, they compromised, and then they took it from them. But then it took a long time until I've not even heard that they've been paid their money until they got into the rainy season, because when the rain started coming, those were the complaints they were talking about. How do we farm when our monies from the previous rainy season, we haven't received?
It's just false information.
Ndeka kucha kente.
Yeah, but farmer ka diamole from Allah jema. Even you
politician member la fi Mansa Kundala yo ko man de Bantaba to hanna la tiyo santa wo folo ile wo bang ndek mo investigation o kele fo mbanat.
But now let's face the real issues.
Ibu ka diamu opposition ne ka der diamu ka wonya.
but it's not that government can not okay ka dun ke
Ko ka hani notor fonki.
oh yeah confirm je
Ko man confirm.
iko
Government ya fo.
no iko security olu kodo filter mo level. I think they said that last time. I kodo min di wala milbe sekolto kodo manketa wol level and they were investigating. They said that.
No,
that is true.
Okay, black clean. O man tambi lo kun fon.
KMB wala ketale. We don't know how many places, but ketale.
Exactly.
Akel ka fo nyami.
No, in different places. It's in different places.
Akel black clean. Ntel na go investigate la akel black clean. But o fon
Okay, why did
you investigate? You want us to believe you investigating your own self?
No,
wait, we want this to be clear.
Do you think I will believe you?
No, good. That's why we are saying
I said we don't come to some nyoma.
Honey, yala ite kamem
because ite ko moro no ma me Mansa Kunda. One mistake ko men ke te hanna per ko hanna radio to ina ma foje. Ina ma foje.
ene wa mu foji.
Ka fo ko albert men ke ka amang bedia.
Juma
Ya jamela Mansa Kunda.
Ko ya yin fon ngene foi batata.
Ba example if I men fo ka.
You see, let me tell you. Let me tell you.
You are a Gambian. Platform will be done. Ite be ya jamela Mansa Kunda ko non tebije. Ite na ma wuli. Ka fo mu ya jamela ko be ni mid people to benda. Ta député bun ko na yabon. Ami ya matured at that time.
Okay.
You can't believe it.
Okay. Can
we clear this? Okay, now.
President Arambaro Mansa Kunda fraud. Niyo fo ya jambela watu la be dunna sutu la kono.
Okay.
Can we clear this?
No, that's
Ala Kunda ma fo na kan la lo ala Kunda.
Okay.
Never see me.
Talibo say mota afutandi.
Can we clear this, Talibo?
Okay.
I want this to be very clear, because for me, I think it is really, really low and base. Pugu mo yesi imama ikaw tumi itela nyato ta balia, and you think I should take that as a genuine thing?
Allow me. I'll give you time. Okay. Exactly. I will give you time. No. Okay, go ahead.
Yajeme came to power when I was barely 2 years. If Yajeme spent 22 years in this country, how old am I? Let's be rational.
24.
I was born in 1992.
Let me go to person.
No, you don't understand. So you don't left money. So
less than 15 years.
I don't understand that. Okay, I can tell you this.
Talibo, please. Let's continue.
Active in politics. Comme ça, un fundi bantaka diam political kono. It started somewhere 2015, 2016, 2017 kana. For your information, I was going to school, and it's logical for you to actually gather papers first. How can I be a newsreader and then talking about
Wait. No,
allow me.
But wait. I'm like, let me say something.
Let them the time when political to man nobody do political time. Ite saying you. Ite saying you.
And mtoto follow.
Imagine understand your follow.
Okay.
Mbona za lenye ntole. Imagine you for agende. So how do I talk to you?
Yes, you are in the same party.
Okay.
Yes.
But you are supporting the same man.
Okay, Talibo.
Did you train Gambia for America? You are
still mistaken.
Okay.
Look at you.
You
problem.
Talibo.
You want to distract me? If really Yajeme is this very bad individual, why must you worship Adama Barrow? Tell around getting Jammeh.
President Adama ya Jammeh political but kalamale andu dunta political kolole ila mo dunta political kono you support them.
Okay.
No, he never supported them.
Don't mind this guy.
No, he did not.
We want this to be clear.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you so much. Abarka, Abla, I'll get back to you.
Let me finish my...
Okay, I'll get back to you.
Can I interject? Can I interject?
Please, I want someone
Let me interject. See, I think it's not only, this is not even directed to Talibo, but generally, because most of the time you hear people will tell you, where were you when Jammeh was doing this? Where were you when Jawara, you know what I mean? If you're born in 1980, right? There is no way you could have participated or done a lot of things in the Jammeh, in the Jawara era. Kuchi neka aksa jamonola, right? I'm like, come man, man nene Fredo Gomez. Suma judu won, suma nekon at the age during Jawara time. I will not be any different as I am today. I will not be. At the time I started speaking through during Jammeh time, take a Jammeh definitely maybe live 10, 12 years or whatever before I was even matured, you understand, to be able to even allow, because I'm the age you are still a child. You cannot participate, you cannot vote. You know what I mean? Not necessarily agree or anything. Why could you make a jamanola?
Yeah.
So I agree with Abla when he say at his age, you understand, by the time Muboka politics and became active, Jamano Bowula Tolo and Atam Fala Tolo what and man and Fala Kumase. That doesn't mean that you have to beat him and say, oh yeah, Jama that came in 1994, you should have been speaking since 1994. Why are you talking now? I think it's very, very...
Ni apre ko dindi mbala mo manga ya Jammeh ko long bari ina tala ko long han say wa in the same party and when he left all the discipline la wayna o mu tawunte yart.
You see, that is, I spoke about that.
No,
I have clarified.
Because I left the Puria Jammeh Muruna ke president.
That's not what I have.
I hopefully last time.
No, for Jammeh.
Until muke balati nim fanam ben jan sa intel
Okay.
ke balamu.
Sai nga baye so be murana do bekan. I'll get back to you, Talibo.
You know, last week we had a diagnosis done here.
Yes. And this is getting worse.
Comprehension deficit.
Okay. Okay.
You okay. In that party.
Okay, now let's go back to the Talibo. Okay. Talibo, please.
Okay, thank you very much.
Meet the people too, yeah.
Meet the people's store. Yes, so let us now understand. Sometimes they call it meet the people's store. Sometimes I go meet the farmer's store. But now understand, for example, normally I can meet the people's store again.
No, it is called now meet the people store.
Yeah, meet the people's store, right?
Yes.
So now understand but you know, one thing wrong, you understand. Gambia, the kumboka mkona economy na fanko la kanole. Yeah, kodo beye. E kala kake inyanda kalim fanko haima. Na banko bin na fanko be tembe jumata bi. As we are speaking science and thing, tijal fele wolko e mantaraka inyanda ka non so be mantaraka so do. Al na bulo inyanda ka otamande. Adare yo na 30 million. You understand? 30 million. Nyata ya kafu ya siga ya di tijalla. E ko go
30, not 13, 30.
No, I'm not saying 13. I said 30 million. That's what I said.
Oh,
so,
it's the slang. I think it's the tongue.
30
I had 13.
30 million siga yodi. Star tijalla. Eko yoko alin kafal fankam. You understand? Allah, you know, SIG. At least we be fenne talala the ball in yindo. And it had the other sector for na yedo kunti.
Sana liolo.
You understand? So we be felle me ano. Mansame ya lonko. Ye miro sort of banko ye banko la kolya. You feel the pain. Ila banko don't be that kamela. O mansame ke miro wala. So and I want Talibu prayer understand one thing. Yaje nimbe diam can sometimes we always want to judge people in tambita menna. Yes, and you know, I don't say it's a more judge no in tambita menna. But left a cookie I will understand. Ya jamela wato. We do say go ya jambeka na bankola na fluta like I use meet the people to political. And we all know during Jammeh's time here, Jammeh was using all this meet the people store, meet the farmers store as politics. It was purely political. Mavugo, he doesn't meet with farmers or whoever and back with them. But like a political back, I can get more of a political identity, right? So President Baronata, and I want Taliban to understand one thing. When we were in the government, you understand? When we were in the government, left you understand. Ndolbeje watomen eka hapo men dundi meet the people stock on anin kabin ndolbeje time ya hapo men dundi je one among killing. Ndolbeje time me along the structure ya structure nyame and right now you understand the structure nyame is completely different. Let you understand. Now,
can you highlight the difference?
Can you highlight the difference?
The difference is meet the people store meet the people store. Kabin the government kono. One, the size of the convoy, kata, and the way the program was set, a program when you set Nyame, it was completely different.
No, what
one, they don't allow. No, I mean,
coalition partner move all political parties are self vehicles.
Just allow him. Just allow him, right? Just allow him.
You know what you need to understand. Coalition partners, they were part of the government. They were part of the government.
Yes.
And I mean, they allocate vehicles to them because they are part of the government.
For that government,
So I think where Talibo is trying to drive at, when you say in the size of the convoy or the delegation was smaller, Talibo is trying to debunk that and say, no, it was bigger because then the partners were more and all of them also partake in the tour.
Yeah,
so therefore, it will be a more. I think that's where Talibo is trying to drive at.
No, listen.
That's the
When we were in the government, every party or every fungo, you have your own fungo. But I am telling you, you have your own delegation and your own budget.
Very good.
Your own delegation
coming from where?
From where?
Coming from your party.
And no.
Because you were not there.
I'm there.
No, because you were not there.
But Bayo, meet the people tour was not party funded. It's not party because it's budgeted for.
I am telling you, whoever.
That's what I wanted to say. So I think the difference is let me just stop.
Apart from there,
I am telling you the difference.
Okay, Sally,
on the campaign,
I want
campaign for la.
When
Mr. Dabo, naka campaign.
I'm not campaign.
But I'll be so that we, more
Talibo come from the government.
Government budget?
Yes.
Can we listen now?
You see
Can we listen?
you are
Meet the people tour. Meet the people tour is funded 100% by government.
By the government.
Okay, now the difference is at all that time it was 10 million. Now it is increased to 30 million. I think that is the only difference.
No, I am telling you.
I think that is the only difference.
I don't know if
But the delegation of everything.
But Ibela Mo Talbo. When I was
give them time.
Do you know why I made this? Yeah. Because Kabebe Jam can left a member to Yafo.
Yeah.
That's why Nande. And we're going to left the put
I will give you time. Apply for my food. I will give you time.
Go, Mamile, are you coffee cake? Mamile.
No, Masakuna can water men coming for it.
Yes.
Kodon come moment at the pants. Kataka midi people stole. Go and ning atol science and Alakakodomen Nakamoda pants. Go among killing. Allen Kodon Lafa Menkama, Aman Lafa, Kavago Masan Disonda. And Lafa that Menkama, Tapalayado, and Lafa the Wolakama. Kabanko na Flutaka, use ka political color. Two, Udula, Ekamen for him, go one Nakabijam and Koyako, Fonoko, political Kaje. The delegation may Kata. Hey, I am telling you, what the second meet the people to coming Kata 2018. Baro Youth for National Development. The logistic was given to me. But I can tell you that logistic thing or that 2018 bill it doesn't come from the government. I'm a man of government. It was Barrow himself. It was Barrow himself.
So you want to tell
Go ahead. Yes.
No, it was Barrow himself and his partners. I'm not telling you. Babala. You Kodo Diala. You understand? I Kodo used for those delegates. But come on, government. Let me tell you something. Right now, Nikata, government officials role.
That is illegal.
No,
you should have told us.
Let me tell you.
Go ahead.
Abula ka memfo. Ye politiko jela. Nim ko na politiko e balu, na politiko e yurua. Nim bago kanya. Mbe politiko mu gala ko dino. Afuta do blado sai. Because yen banko je right now kata da minto. Asana nim man tana ka kantiling. Ka tonafo. Na silo noma idna staram staki nim ma noma. Adi elo vid na banko be dumna dinko lo kono. So wala ndebe fembe fo kanya men ning alate mo la fola. Ngam fo. Jamel. Utumo wala. So ngam mo lo nyindiko civil servant soul. Yalon go when you were going for mid ni kada mid people store. Every night official soul, government officials, every lung they are ekejole.
I think it's 2,000. I don't know.
No, 1,500.
1,500.
I remember.
Malum for Yamada, yeah,
at the time. Okay. Malum Saga Labor Jumaldo. Ekejole. I am telling you, Nyulu, recently, in delegation of Menkata, I am telling you, in delegation of Menkata, that delegation size is more than when we were in the government. Put Talboya on us, and government can menjo, but you naturally just to create funding for whoever is part of their political camp or political kabulu to create ways privo colossal nyame. Eka 30 million sega ka approve president way 30 million for a katale for kabang. Eka na muru kutang teka kolodo ka approve. It's all waste of Gambia. I mean government fund. There was one of the two. They spent more than 30 million. That was after approving the 30 million. They came back, they went for supplementary budget. So we are telling Talibo, Mambalang, for me, I have to be straight here. Mambalang Manseta to go and meet the people, to go and talk to the people, to know the problem of the people. But it should not be a political gathering. Amanya nakala political kayadulati. Okay. Because I mean, Samasang, Manseta, and mole see kacha mole la problem fine. But let me tell you something. It will kata nyi menke da wala nyi duko. It can beg a political reality.
Okay.
Alunga ba go lamin damundi ba kamemfo. Lamin damundi ba when he was manding that position. Aka man as the local government officer and another jaka moment diam is about governance. Say for local, how to structure say for local. There was no politics when you were in the government. Okay.
I want to
get back to you. Okay, thank you so much. Yes.
But before Bojang, because it has to do with bio. Can you allow me Bojang?
I know it will bring a lot of distinction.
No, it will not.
Just
let her come.
Okay, Bojang, go ahead. Go ahead.
So for me, I maintain local. It's a scam, a big one.
A big scam for that matter.
You see, government has all the apparatuses to know what actually affects the farmers and what does not affect the farmers. You have a full National Agricultural Research Institute. What data are they giving the line ministers? You have extension workers. What data are they gathering? You have community development officers and planning officers at regional offices. What data are they gathering? What are they giving the president? What are they giving those that are in that area? You have VDCs. These are all constitutionally created channels to see how we can have the flow of information, of data, for government to take decisions, for government to come up with strategies.
Are they functional?
If they are not functional, we ask why they are not functional, and that's where our fight should begin. But not to ignore them and you go for yourself. Then you are rendering the government mechanism dysfunctional. You are exacerbating it. It's not tactful, it's not strategic, it's not technical, it's not knowledge-based. It's merely ignorance, the height of it. Because you cannot have all the systems. God gave you hand. You decide to use your head to eat. It doesn't make sense. Your hands are not amputated. It doesn't make sense. That is exactly what we are saying. That money is taxpayer money. And development has to be prioritized. Yes, agri is part of it. But it's not about talking that makes us have the agri that we want. It is us walking the talking. It's not happening. all the time have man sakunda loi bu ko tole pour président
pour compte pour akala mo je na be continue
no please boy Talibo it wa
yalo not do alliance ni be come fa toilet
no please no Talibo it wa go
you see so
you provoke him, right?
Exactly.
So what should have been done in my opinion is yes, the president should meet the people and he has all the avenues created for him other than this one. Now, if the entire government machinery or a huge chunk of it is going, you giving the, let's say, 30 million as it is now for the expenses, how much are you giving the farmer that you are going to meet?
You're just listening to him.
Just listening to the farmer. And sometimes you don't even act. Now, let them give us the report. When we went last year for the Meet the People's or Meet the Farmers store, these were the problems. These are what we fixed before we going back this year. We want to see that. Then we can know there is that fiduciary responsibility from the government. The government has a fiduciary responsibility. They need to take care of our money properly. So that is why it is a scam, because that's the truth. How many times do we see our farmers travel to China to go and learn some new things and so on? But the minister, how many times he is going to China? And the minister probably has no even single farm. He doesn't even know how to hold the hoe properly. He knows how to inject more than holding the hoe, and he's Minister of Agriculture. You understand? So it's a scam. You are giving an entire ministry to somebody who does not even know how to farm pumpkin. We give it to farmers. Let us give them the opportunity to upgrade. So what I'm going to say is a scam because what could you do no damage? I'm going to do what?
Okay.
And that is the truth. Okay. It being in the Constitution is not something I'm refuting. But I'm saying the Constitution is a living document. Nia, Jacome Ning, Dalilo men Kamala, sign a Dalilo Ning, assemble their battle, a falling a kudo fena.
All right.
That's my argument.
Okay.
And I want to clear this. Not for Talibo, this is a record something. It will be there, I believe, until my great-grandchildren come. You see, I want this to be clear. Most Gambians, as Nene would say, my sister, that they what did you do? When this thing, what did you do? You see, there is this that we always have to understand. Personally, if you look at the circumstances, my age and everything, I think Talibo, in his honest opinion, should say bravo. Because a lot of things are happening. Probably when he was at that age, he has not even achieved half of it. But I'm not going to hold him to account regarding
green boy at the time.
I have never put on shoe running green boy like him. And Talibo has made it very clear to us that
make a green. You are supporting that party right now.
Yeah, but I'm telling you this.
Okay.
No.
Science.
Let's
give him chance.
Okay. Now let me tell you. Okay, it's fine.
Please. Talibo go ahead.
No, before Talibo come, I will lose my thought process.
See all I
fo mbo accept la le ala hakilo dan nyala moti bawo ni to korda men ko korda mo furuna o korda lo abe borum kan ne sai to be bitindi o korda le kono yalo is an insult to yourself bar bayo nsir kuma kilinde fo wala nyinti ko ni ko ala semman sakunda ni baro na to wato min to kini wala nda wala mu bidal bidal dibito la campagne wala
No, please. No, just allow him. You will have time to respond.
I'm part of game because mbula ojile no mambe PPP. Ko kundi nakana ojeya. Akodo be kantari yande kata dami ikata state house le pour ye membo je parti
pour APRC.
Ha, mbona APRC
ikata mundole
ikata state house le ko do
image
matu la moy dron
no Abdullah just allow him finish
ku to na be ken
Bayo please allow him
be coalition okono be kala fle fo ngata nimbaro eta wotu mo mo ke siyasa indi moto men gada ni moto moy jaay moto je air condition to ja ka fo demandar dala ni moto le air condition tra dala o be kenal te nyala le bayo You understand?
Well, somebody.
Yeah, no, I come men for all of you.
So I tell you, should we justify that? It has been happening, so yes, now.
Member deny kan. Bayo, iko ni politiko nyanta amutala dino la. Ndel nga amutala dino la juna le. Ha, ndel nga amutala dino la. Akiti ta menna. Ndeka so wala. Ya understand? Bari ngam men fo wala nyindi ko nar ko nga ke dino to. Al nga ke dino to bari al kana ke dino nafikiyat. Wala mundi biri tabi je wato mo ko nyim betata le. Bari tije ko nyim mam betaya. Ndeka jele foye. Aludi pi itabi jele. Mbele be o dula to mbe kata kolale muto men kata woto sai ngo bugata president adama baro fo ni man tere man sakunda do kola ibu kata man sakunda lo piko polla ikadi mon la min ya lon ka foko ibe man sakunda do kola non la kata bar woto mo ka piko polla sikai kadi protection la nyala namu e condition do ka fa atital.
Okay.
Ça president adama baro ka gele le luas.
Okay.
Ala pati yo ka gele le luas politician ka bula wala kata.
Okay. Nene, come. No, I'll come to you. I'll come to you. But Nene, go ahead.
Okay, man, from Bugona interjecte, Monica, it was interesting. By your bimodif submission and be explained because for one thing,
yeah.
The toll it's in the constitution.
Yes.
And Motahid guy Jilko, Nakalinko Hate Mbuboko because of Lua Molen Come because it's legal in the books, right? So Motahid. Can mono len ko hang mota ñu you so it's mandated by the constitution mandated. Okay, I give it to them and we all agree on that. But the fact ne combine lu wane okay that tour was not funded by the state. Exactly. I want to say no to that. There has not been a tour since this government came into place when the tour was not funded by the budgeted state and taxpayers' money. It was funded. Now, the problem I have, if you want to justify it and say,
can I answer before you go? Because you missed something here.
No, I did not miss anything else.
Just one
I think what he said.
No, you missed something here.
I'm just going have a lot of time. We have a lot of this thing, boy. No, I understand what he said.
Well, let me clarify.
Okay, go ahead.
Clarify. I might have missed it, but clarify. I thought I heard you, but you can clarify.
No, is very clear.
Okay.
2018 tour, 2018 Tony. It was Meet the People's Tour, funded by the state. You understand? But I am telling you, there was a component, or there was a delegation. May along that delegation on especially the youths, well, in a funding it doesn't come from the state covers. It came from the president and some of his people close associates. I mean, I can tell you that time Kalu Wage you'll be kandering.
I understand.
And I hope you understand.
Let's just go.
What? No, Sam.
Okay.
I still, even though you clarified, but I still stand by what I heard. I heard you because you wanted to tell us the state money was not used for the tour. I heard you very well because that's why I wanted to interject at that. You know because even Buba, you're so far. You're so far. It is state because it's budgeted.
No, what I'm saying.
You understand? But then since clarifying, it still does not take away the fact what I want to point out. What I want to point out.
They use the money, but they were
no. But it's okay. It's okay. I give it to you. They use the money.
Very clear to you. That time, I am telling when you were in the government, the approved budget. I mean,
no, my problem there is if they have that money, then you want to inform public. This is the money that we have. That is the
thing is, man, fima am problem money. Okay, let's say that even though the change has happened, you have clarified, even though I heard otherwise, but you have clarified that they used the budgeted 10 million. But then there are other monies given to, because you use Nakalinko Hate, President Barrow and a mole member koto même moɓe dandago walla ye kodol dilel understand nga so now I have a problem because you sitting here you have a problem with that happening now with people giving President Barrow money now and you cry and say it has to be transparent, it has to be published, there shouldn't be any anonymous, and then you have a problem, all these enablers of President Barrow. But why didn't you have a problem then when you were there? And then those monies were given and you guys used it to do the tour. And we're only, well, I am only knowing about it now that the 10 million was not the only money that was used for that tour, but then there were other monies like you're mentioning these names who pumped in money, and that's what you guys use. You understand? To do that tour because you guys were in the government. How about the other people who were not in the government? Like the opposition leader, like the GDC, you know, the APRC then, because by then they were not into this marriage with NPP and all that. And that was the, so for man, now you're giving me the basis to say there are certain issues that you all want to hold President Barrow to account for. You understand? It's a trend. He's used to it when you all were together, and he's continuing the same trend, the same playbook, but you want to bash him for that. And that I have a problem and say you all don't have the moral authority to question him for that, because that's what he knows. Since when you guys were together. I have a problem with that. Yes, I am. You can interject.
No. I want to make it very clear. There is no political party in this country. You don't get support outside. There's no political party in Bangkok as we're speaking. Look, it's either the party supporters funded the party. It's either, I mean, people who know that they are businessmen and they have love for that party, they funded the party, or any other way. What is more important, the funding couple diamonds to be known. The funding couple diamond, that is what is more important here. So it's not
but we never knew that. We never knew that these people you mentioned were funding the party.
I am not telling you. I want to make very clear.
Did you know, Buba, as a journalist, did you know that at the time, 2018 tour, the people like Kalilu were part of the people that funded the tour? Did you know? Bojan, did you know that?
Let me say, no. I want to make it very clear. Let's you know, when I was talking,
Abra nene jabi ngana ye but please aba atare boy we have not
talbo be la moy la man ta sonkala ila moy nene yala fu ko na la moy ngam men fo wala ni jangu dim banko kan jang 2017 to 2018 jumale ma lon janko who jumale bi banko ka me alon ko e ma lon ko Khalil Wage was helping the President Barrow. Was giving the President Barrow. Jumala Malon Janko, Abubakar Diora was helping President Barrow. Jumala Malon Janko, Dawa.
Okay, that's fine. They were helping. But why is it a problem? Why is it a problem now that they still continue to help?
Let me tell you something.
Why is it a big now?
When you were talking, I was keeping quiet. I mean, because you were making your statement. So allow me to make my statement.
I'm asking a question.
No, allow me to make my statement.
You've made your point. I think it's noted.
No, it's very clear. When we were in the government, I am not telling you, they funded the state travel. It's very clear. I am telling you, even till right now, for example, any political party that need to move from Kata Fongola, even more clean is a party sympathizer, as a group maybe. So then
email from Gola Nikule because Golbe understand what you say. Okay,
exactly.
Marco State. Go. Barrow Youth Movement at the time.
Well, the listeners will catch whatever.
I said Barrow Youth Movement at the
time. Just listen.
Good.
Nico, when you are talking about state quo, okay, fengo fem nyanda kelaje, molbele nyanda kalamutal because mbela kodola. Like ite nyanda min follow no wole mindiko, nkata mid the people tola, na supportal lafta kata, bari woltita nola bankola kodola. Nyil nata le mol makoy, ne na party wole makoy, pour nyileta ye party wole sponsor, but not state. But Nico, honey. ite ma fuko ni ko
wallahi ngabayo moyle
no just let me go
no Buba, that was my statement.
My statement was what ngi ma ko
statement was very clear. It's very clear. Go talibo ko when dolbe government min kono nkaye ko nemen fay very clear nkaye ko mansala ko do 10 million wolka do 10 million e ko wala boje
ka bari meet the people to jama ka bo
e ko wala boje no nkaye ko meet the people to mansala 10 million tumo e ka wala budget nkaye ko anin science amon keli woto anun call that time ak delegation men fo nkaye ko a delegation like Baro Youth Movement you sold yes, and when they were going the money it doesn't come from the state covers. I made it very clear.
Maybe you listened to your recording after you made a mistake. Okay, it's okay. It's fine. You want to intervene? It's fine. Okay.
That's very clear.
Sa Nimbra intervene ngata. We have 100 minutes. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, the thing is, more member la moikan. Yeah, moile. Me photo follow.
Okay. So they will listen.
And then find the row. More be a moile. For the same length.
Okay, it's okay.
Talabo.
Bios. So we understand.
Kunu. Another for some kunu. Nakulu Kamayalonko. Amanga Silodi. That's my wo memanga Silodi. I will never keep taking that silang. I mean, wo silang tabalia. Okay. Thank you. But I'll now. We go.
You want to go?
Hello.
Let's go to Cola.
Peter Cola is
give me my festival.
Peter Cola is allowed.
No, Peter Cola is not allowed to come.
Okay. 4 a.m. Okay. My observation there is there is something really fundamentally wrong with that. When we come to state-sanctioned activities like Meet the People Store, if it is budgeted, it should be the budget of the government. Now, if you allow parties that are non-government to come and give you donation or money, and after we see them win government contracts, then that is a problem. That is you bribing the government.
That's quite true.
That is what I said when you give now land to the president. But if you have people supporting him in that cause, and the same people are the ones...
You
know you of course struggle for yourself that you mentioned your age here.
No. You see, let me tell you. Let me tell you.
I just want to be very frank.
There is a win for me. Allow me. There is a win. I'm not too tired.
Adal takelale
na banama
mbona foko
abda kama sasa support o manke
ngombe men na tara ko
men fo ko na do man say na man sa support mbulola na nafulola ya understand
wala ka tax yo
ay même fo ko
tumando ba ndala ka duwa bango ite fe moy ni mo lo so fo
dino yo fo la ite dino même fo ka dino yo fo ito ko mo kana support.
You see, let me tell you, you are missing something. And I want something like that. We have to close it, but I have to say this.
You can diamond of point more very well. Bojanka diamond of all in the core. Mansabala, Nimul Cafe, Samana, Kadi, Mansala.
And
Sama, no can contract win. I'll be welcoming Dugro.
And political fund will be bio.
No, ela boyo kano semena. No, ela boyo kano semena.
Ari ike mo loka te fama.
Ela boyo kano semena.
Bayo, please. Bayo, but ela mo sign. Okay, can we listen now? Let's go down on that topic. No, let's go down on that topic.
We are going to another topic. I only want to make this remark. Banku doku. Ola ka bankola idea for it doesn't mean you have to be 45 years, but it's a win for me. By the B, ningi ajiba skele se wulu no be sigin la mekachaka. So it's a win for me.
Okay.
Feti ay te nyabo be bitindinge hansa.
Okay. Mani particular lo nyimbangu.
Okay. Saya la moy do. Okay, saya la moy.
Okay,
let me close this. Bojang, please.
Can we listen?
Bojang, let me close this.
Okay, saya la
Go.
Talibo, let's not go personal. Wait, let me close this thing.
Talibo, nyimbango kanjang kabe bawa jom na jang. Ay minute la jang. Itla sandu crown call for
ya je metata le mo ba fola ko ma
Bayo.
Yamba atla mera bawa jom
Bara be programme ti yakane say.
Can I close this, Talibo?
No. Can we listen now?
Namo.
Let's just go.
Yeah, we're going to another topic. Let me just close this.
So is another topic. Let's go to another topic.
We are going to another topic. We all need to be responsible. Demba, Lingdon def a Lingdon wax. Tay suñu wote nañ xalaat suñ position demba lan la won suñ taxaway lan la won. It cannot be wrong yesterday and today is right.
So
it cannot be right yesterday. Nobody will respond because it affects all of us. It's a general thing. It's a general thing.
Can we move to another topic now, please? Can we? Bayo, please. Excuse me from this topic. Bayo, can we? Bayo,
amanga silori. Dan do sim min ko bi another bio manga silori nyata ka taraw ko kilo ñu no.
Sai, can we move now? Okay, thank you. Bayo, Bayo, please. Thank you so much. So we move to another topic now. So we start with the net. Bayo, Ali la moy say boy, please. Okay. Can we listen now? Okay, Ali la moy say. Bayo, bari Ali la moy. No. Just listen boy, please. So we are moving.
Ask me the question, Buba.
No, but now you can conduct the interview. Not after you continue with it. You host the program.
No.
But it's not about only cause. Sometimes knowledge church, okay, boy. Knowledge you respect the people that are watching us.
You come late.
Now we are moving to another topic, and we got information about Mansakunda diplomatic passport or the mola allegedly. Mila lonko mantane silola andu ya di milla ko nga soto nyame ni report oto mi alonko fatune to ya bondi national audit report that 5,395 passport ole wolledi mila lonko amanta anen silola iko Gambia mansa kunda wala Gambia authority solo mila lonko mansa kunda do kulalem ye diplomatic passport dile mila lonko jamal ki commande red book la to non-citizens wala multi mi alon ko manke Gambia dingolti without justification ko mi alon ko ita justify nola andu nyinta le mi alon ko passport mi alon ko ledita diplomatic ning service passport niabe kafnyoma atara le fo passport wuli lulu kemesaba tan kononto anin lulu diplomatic passport damamo wuli killing keme kononto tan lulu anin kononto service passport mu wuli saba keme nani tan saba anin woro ni report le fintita andon akamta nyim passport according to the report lately manta anin silo la yadi andu yadi mo le mi alonko amanke banko dingolti nene what is your reaction to this?
Well, the thing is not a surprise. It is really not a surprise because remember we've been talking about the diplomatic passport saga for a very long time. There was a time Munyo, everybody was talking about it, right? The number, and this was very early on into, this new government, like 2017, 18, 19, that was at a time Dabo was foreign minister. Before we gain a fufunono modem vice president. So bim gene fofunono there was this big brouhaha of the passport issue. Allegedly investigations were done, but then it just went into thin air. Nothing happened. We've not had the resolution of what happened because some people were accused of being involved, fraudulently issuing passports and here and there selling, non-Gambians, a whole lot of things. And amut naka lañ ko waxatee ending mu dem waaye loolu taxut mu stop and then what we saw was okay they took the approval and say okay now the approval process final approval will be at the office of the president man dama gëm ne xëy na checks and balances moo taxoon xëy na ñu doon war a def loolu because of maybe ñu ngi try pour saafaral issues yi nga xam ne moo xewoon prior pour ñu gis ne ñi ko war a am nañ ko ñi ko warata am amuñ ko ñu jox ko the right people but nothing has changed if you look at the difference between Jammeh bi moo dem the number of diplomatic passport or service passports and then until now at the time of the report the discrepancy it's huge now you wonder what is the value of the passport? Who is supposed to have it? You know what I mean? Yep goes back to people not doing their job, people not doing what they paid to do, and also the interference from the top, directives, people with power, people who are very close to the corridors of power, you know, giving directives or, you know, having influence. Pour influence situations and things as opposed to procedures and processes and naka lañ ko waxatee sax ñi nga xam ne ñoom ñoo ko eerloo ñoo ko war a am. It's only the passport thing we are talking about. If you go to other sectors, you will be wowed how things are done when they haven't followed due process. Now the concern here is not only having the passport, diplomatic passport. Passport bi du ne Gambien ko use pour sooy tukki la right sooy dem place léegi man li ma laajte mooy passport bi nim rampante everybody ñu am ko ban value la am outside lan ban prestige you know and prominence la passport bi am nowadays.
Well, and they justifying when they asked a source from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, he said they gave it to people who are ambassadors at large, goodwill ambassadors and honorary councillors.
Supposedly.
Yeah, according to a
so
source.
Those are the people that are supposed to get it.
Supposed to get it, yeah.
Right? Okay. But now a report is telling us it's not only those people who have gotten it.
Yes.
It has gone far and wide. Even non-Gambians having a national document. So Lolo, how would they justify that? How would they justify that? Because this is not me saying it. This is professionals who have done an investigation within a time frame and came up with this report. Even before this report comes, ñun ñep xamante nañ. Ñun ñep xamante nañ. Fii ñun xam nañ ñana fi am diplomatic passport ak ñana ko amul. Ñun xam nañ ñi ko am ndax dañ ko war a am. Understand nga nekk nañ ci liggéey ak naka jëflante boo xam ne dañ ko war a am. Ñun xam nañ ko. Of course, we wouldn't know exactly who's on the list, but we know a lot of it. We have our friends, our colleagues, our acquaintances, you know, our affiliates. We know. You know what I mean? Ñi nga xam ne am nañ ko. And ñun daf ñu dee óor ne am na ñoo xam ne am nañ ko. They have no business to have those passports. But because we are close to people who can help us get it, you know, then we got it. So, man, I had told you earlier on before the show started, I'm going to apply for one. Because I thought you have to be under the employment or danga am pour am a certain criteria pour am ko. Because liggéeyal ma government, nekkuma ambassador, nekkuma minister, naka lañ ko xatee nekkuma di liggéey si diplomatique corps bi. Man suma gom-gom mooy ne woon waruma ko laajte sax parce que soxla ma ko. Waaye comme que dem nañ ba di ko jox ñi nga xam ne sax duñ doomi Gambian, den man ñooñu gënuñ ma ko elo, so man dinaa apply ma xool lan lañ ma wax. Let me see what the response will be. I'm going to apply for it.
So Jammeh issued 271 only.
At the time he left.
At the time he left. These people are, this according to this way, these are thousands, in 5,300.
So in excess of 5,000.
No.
Yeah, from
No, wait. Jammeh 200 and nyata
207. Let me just get you the number.
Okay, let's say 250, right?
No, it's less than that.
No, let's be general. 250.
271.
271. Okay,
Yes.
let's say 300. 300. Jammeh loolu la jox 22 years. Records have shown me Jammeh issued 300 diplomatic passports in 22 years. Now you have on the barrel, it's what? It's not even 8 years yet, right?
It's not full 8 years, yes.
No, from 2017.
7 years.
What will take
2017.
It's not up to 8 years.
Exactly. It's not even up to from 2017 to now. It's not up to
Diplomatic
8 years.
So
then we are talking about.
Barrow issued at least 2,000 diplomatic passports. So this exclude the people that they are saying they are known this thing. So for Jammeh from before he left in 2017, it was 271. Now
Say 300. 300.
Yeah, just 300. 271. Then Barrow is 2,000. At least 2,000 passports.
So look at that difference.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Man, poor man, my concern is, hanga, Nisan.
We are not even so worried they are not selling this to businessmen.
Abalafa warata.
Taliban muna de la
Abalafa warata.
yalo nyimu kibarol afundita kibar bundal
ani ila fenkol bijan natalol be passportol fe
abem kibarol
ki passportol bijan ne yebe ke jan
okay
yalo nyimu tuwa bolle so yaajel diplomatic program na passportol okay.
The look is foreign.
Yes.
The name is foreign.
Gambia de tombo me do sainte. Gambia ne dunia sota nyokan bake na foreign policy.
Subhanallah. Subhanallah.
Ata sunna. Bar hamna council mel do. Najele membe ke kanje.
Ay council de jolo bukan diplomatic di. Sayang
diplomatic passport bar na kurol be sunya kan den global.
Okay, sayang diplomatic passport mo ne la reaction on.
Na reaction on menti je follow de. Wolam ñindi ko diplomatic passeport kabri man sa kunda ni sida na moyle tiñarol be ke kan ka foko dol ya soto e manyan na soto la dol ba wa fi kan mo le juna kabri 2017 dol ba
ya soto le talibo ya soto le
ba wala ya soto si na fula
nga bayo je ñete le ñine ka
ma soto
e ma soto okay
dama la fala ba wala ya soto ay fula soto nola
Da soto nola.
mais ba wala soto si na fula fula soto nola yo bari ine not sel ndesi men fo no wala ñindi ko
Da soto nola.
ni yaje ñim be janjanda men ya kisi bundalo melo man sa kundala halonde ni ya funtindi oto man sa kundala tantan la mon la il afta tele menna ani lafta me bo nyoto parce que no gol dunda nyoto dula dolatu bar ni atari be kuru yalla nu ñun ko kono ite fa ya ke na ifa wañar auditeur be man sa kundala bunda
so ni story
be man sa kundala ko do
Ani bari quand même fo bari
ni man sa kunda ko kana fundi ta fundi la
wala mo do ko 5 findi fo
no
hani yalla findi la
hani
fo man ay sina ñam ko
ko do ba tel ko do fete so do le fundi
abi findi la wallahi
am duma ya
auditeurs
ni ta ma fundi na
auditeurs na la be
même ba lambi kama ira kan so
auditeurs na la be
fo ka fundi
ni
la
auditeurs na la be
fo ka fundi la mu audit
tal bu yalla ida mo governance understand
inte governor
no national audit
ibe man sa kunda ko to
be masakunda bari ka manke commune ko mansakunda la ta fengo
no
they're very independent
body this is independent body
manya sarla mansakunda la ni kanyin
mete momento sa inte ni atar ko man sa kunda man la fi ñe fundi billahi
ni fente wul be men follow passeport ko do afa go
mun na ya dem fona 200 do man fundi no wotumo
yo afindi of course
sorry ni
200 passport yeah ka bring wo findi dale ka 2017
ya dem fona wato la ka fo nga
oh yeah dem la time that is news 271
ani man na ko mo modin ko ya jamina audit time for auditor man independent
ka findi
ya jam baro man ya jam dictator ti ya jam is a dictator
okay sa inde case close janne baro man ke dictator
bari ite fonctionne ko bari se democrat
sa mbar yon worom to na awa case close nte ndanda ja
so passport nya beta
le ima justify le ni auditor ma justify
okay
ni andi len ko bu baya pour faire
it's okay Ablaye
diplomatic platform fula yeso do nyola afo moli
okay no it's
okay to go packet house
dama
afenda bu amel
go ahead Ablaye
you see the issue of national documents mukulti me along be nyanta ka jibe with a lot of seriousness niya moy passport wala ila banko de ya menka sembento yandi menka yitandi a sembento yandi ni wotata fo sa anata ke comme tissue paper ti aka banko dingol le batandi ibe dawoda ni la passport landi la passport man for because mo bele asoto yalong in real life ni agina molbu kala fi ka dem musula amanje ko men ni do bata geni ite tara jata diala hani bare wolo nyin katari passport fanan bole nyama there has to be a quota system even with the government not you come you just give in a year anyhow. I think the government should come with a quota system with clear criteria. Jumale ndaka soto. Ani san kono jelul nyele nyandaka di. Basa ani mo be ka soto. Woka mengita ni wolem na banko la kaito la foro nyin ala kulianya na ala kumbanya aka jile na banto la banko
especially when they are not Gambians. Yeah.
Because amanche new passport da mati even ordinary passport there are reports how true they are malong. But obviously there are reports that people are saying people can just get passports in the Gambia they buy to travel and so on. Woka men sabo wale hani mu Gambia no tite mu Gambia sample salt ni ta banku doto ni passport hollande aka men ke wale ke kisi bakele. Because ikalon ko iboto nan dame ta palesia ta jile. Ba nga tonya fo ñoy hani do Gambia jam sa te dol bije ni wol dingo dum ta jang do hani ala ka business wala ke ika hakili fulale soto amanti ko me ala ko me mo jawalti de bare yek ci baro mem moy ani si fal men jenjeng aka kinna wolni naka business wala men nyata dunal tema ika sik ko soto je ika hakili fulale soto je so banko aka dokule miralo telingo anil banko la fo wala ka banko doko passport na jibe mbe kala nyame these are alarming reports ni mambo na ntoliade ntol ba ka jakanne national audit office la fundindi ba ka jakan andu nga pijo sol jele de fo fane ba fola AI generated pijo sol le malo ba nga pijo sol jele mele alon jamano bi jele cubano bi jele and other nationalities me ala won je Gambia noti nyim fana mu another opportunity from a business or economic perspective ni ata investor soto jam me alon abina be more 50 more 500 more 1000 company be lola asi jangino amadi abe tax jokana abe banku dingol fenke kanne yes ya fo ko mbato diplomatic passeport diala pour ala tamo nyi se sonia albe business o men na jang ay yuwa wo se mo so understand no le ka fo ko me ha ni ajibe nyin ya fo okay nyim mo jelle because na report on njeko investors that never invest they are given in the name of okay investor le minata buka na fulo dundi nyim banku ka business so lera ba ene man business kini yela nyim banku ka
yes that's happened because I remember Mustafa did a story of one man
that is Malagan Mustafa
yes he used to work ala office of Bejanne this blue house Membejan that man met the president Mustafa started investigating him where scandal jamal leki outside kabringa longo Mustafa investigation no start le fa futatama aya kollungo min mamuruna again he did not invest and he met the president. I think they should be very careful of those kind of people.
You see
people that will just come and say, you know.
In our last program, I said this, and it was deliberate because it's the truth. You see, President Barrow is not a leader; he's a dealer. You see, when you are into closing business deals, don't you think it is really serious for you? As a president of the country, taking picture with somebody who has different scams, Drokulem. You have even Gambians. Me alone, imonyo Gambian ka for nying aka Drokulem afijang. No, allow me.
No, I'm not allowing you.
How can the head of state take picture with somebody me alone?
How even in the street?
Can you allow me?
Now like intelligence no lem. Imo monde ni hari te mem gambeno. Isi la mo le ay na boy ko to.
No talibo ni mo monara invest.
Mo man ta wo fele
mi alon ko.
Nyanda kala ko lon katembatil bela.
So allow me.
Okay,
allow me.
Go ahead.
Please. Don't let them because of Barrow. Me diam because of Gambia.
Ibe diam kan Gambia minna. Imam ba ko don sanka bang Gambia kulinde koma.
You see, let me tell you one thing. More than ite Gambia na fa nyame.
Okay, say abla
political party lo da ito with people relationship let
no he's another investment
intelligent yam ratele man sa muda alkali yaldi wala tel de
wala no jakalta
yaw ndesan
yaw muna nangaw matnge mako you have the same concern with me president ya manche iten intebe sigi nje
ay defon kam so men fudu aka daji ko kelale abi tam e kalala aka na daji ko kelale na ka danja fo mu you are stupid over
you see wait
no no ko fo
mbatu rek
I will give you time. But
I think I want to believe what Wilan said.
Just continue.
Whatever Wilan said.
Abla ebe jakasirola.
Okay.
Ebe jakasirola.
No, but let's be clear. We are talking.
Talibo, okay.
You understand?
Talibo.
I
passport code and we continue, please. Go ahead.
I think that is very important. And I think every father would be proud that ni father idingo mako ye kogda men low ni father idingo continue. Now what I understand from legal protocol and security checks, before you Buba would meet the president, a deep background check is conducted. Kaje ite men la ka president oje ibot na mintole ki la ditol soldi. President ka lon jumale nyinti membe lola because president oni momo men lota jiko bijele. It means the individual has passed a certain vetting process. Kaiten diko nyimmu molti mela ay wologo sotole anim banko bela alfa ye law state house of kono. Men ala esin tolle ka jo. Ning atoka felle morning president kana kanatal mo ka diplomate paso ning investigation ga ning jamane ay ngene keten ala case be court jana nyinam and that individual is very close to the president as images show. That is worrisome.
Even that picture they can use
that
it
is worrisome.
For a lot of things.
They use that. We have seen also reports that an individual said someone scammed him or her based on the picture that he has with the president, that I have a project with the president, I have this, give me this, I will give you chance for you to meet this.
Isn't that a notary? You can use the name of the president.
This is not a generated picture. No, allow me, Stalibo. Even more the comment,
okay. You understand? Okay, continue.
I know today okay, Ekin and Eko Boja kind of idea.
Okay.
So what is it?
Hello, please. Just continue.
I understand. Good. What are you going to time with dinner?
I'll give you time. Please.
Okay, never.
Yes, just continue from where you stop. Yeah.
So, Bob, what we are concerned with here is
just go ahead.
Our government giving passports
go ahead.
To foreign nationals, and the same foreign nationals, some of which have certain cases of theft, of forgery, of corruption, of different types of scandals, taking images in the State House, pictures with our president. How does that give value to our president when he travels outside? Because, tell me your friend, and I tell you who you are. Now, if you are taking images with different people who are, let's say they have crimes in certain areas, in certain countries, do you think if you go to those countries, those people would actually trust you with anything? Or they would see you, or Gambians generally? So when they see a Gambian, they don't even respect you. Because the main individual in this country is dealing with people that are so base as far as they are concerned.
Okay.
So that is our argument. Okay. That the president and his mechanism should make sure anyone who wants to see him passes a certain vetting process. So that we don't have the situation of, oh, nyini president figure I can no wolo as banku dingol anim banku akole jindi. That's our point of argument.
Okay, Bayo, go ahead.
Yes, thank you very much, Buba. Thank you, Bojan, everyone, Mildiamuta. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Please, in the third room, continue, please. We don't have time.
So, regarding the diplomatic passport, maybe signing Diamo Wulta, but Nindiamo Kitano, already a case from Obidaka in the courts. Yeah, because Masa Sumara and Ibrahim Jesane, they're still going to court. Kabring ko infintita mojo abal to duntaje, but we've seen Milialon go to duntaje Jamal BJB, they are working with the president, or they are around the president, one could say. You know, Jamal Milialon ko itolu mole nejele bi be makambala NPP la politiko kono, and their names were allegedly mentioned ko they were part of the people Milialon ko they were doing this passport scandal. But coming abelari nyame wolo nyuko passport e silo reseto passport member ko diplomatic passport and service passport. I mean it can be different people normally. I mean service passport can be only civil servant. Service passport okay woman na wife at all, because you should only give that to a civil servant, a person working for the government. So why giving service passport to foreigners? But if you look at the reports, even service passport was given to foreigners. For what reason? So if you come to diplomatic passport is the president Menka approve. The president is the approving body. Menka diplomatic passport approved. When it comes into ordinary passport, is the director of immigration or director will approve. So now, by the reports I mentioned, the pictures I mentioned, many of these people are foreigners. And Nina Tajang investment. But I can tell you, some of these people, it's clearly no, they are not coming investment, but they only want to use the passport to just have a gateway. Because one thing you need to understand, if you have a diplomatic passport, you travel out of the country, even at any airport, or a diplomatic queue. Yes, so when you have a diplomatic passport, as far as the red book you will go to the diplomatic queue. Diplomatic use. So another come but the accessibility because that's why many of these people can consular. If you are appointed as a consular, for example, in one of the governments, in one of the countries, well, but will be a mansara cardilla. But you see, the diplomatic passport and to be a diplomat is completely different. Because near bugu kensan dealer, either dealer or minimum, you understand, you must have a credential. May I long press down and Yantaka sign. It's the president Menka sign and the Minister of Foreign Affairs. Or whoever, or Minister of Foreign Affairs Mantaraje, anybody may along go the overseer of that ministry, maybe overseer Kika, will sign. So the president will sign and the minister.
He's the final person Minka sign.
For you to be a proper diplomat. I am not telling. One thing we need to understand here. Some of these people having this diplomatic passport, they did not have the certificate of appointment. If you don't have the certificate of appointment, you have the passport at some point. Yet still, the passport is not that much valid. Especially when you go for need a visa apply at some point. Well, some of the businessmen are also given. And the passport over the business. Some of the people ambassador at large. Some of the people are, goodwill ambassadors. But men get out of bacon or Munduko, Besinoson as of now. There are terrorists everywhere. There are people who drug dealers Dulalto. More can I jang to Labango can jang. Can a passport deal without no background checkup? Because passport deal will be later at the end of it near Muta. Dulalto, Buffalo, they are from Gambia. I bet Gambia no toll nondilla. And I'm not the respect Gambia la Kaito Nyataka mention of the. Let me tell you something. Right now, Gambian passport. Every other visa, this place, Hong Kong. They make another visa because there was a time Gambians have free access to go into Hong Kong. But because yes, orders. So because they were using our document. They were using out a Gambian pass for use. And not only Gambia. I am telling you, even in Italy and other places, And some of these countries may go free. Come on, Gambia, I mean, there are other, these American, countries may go. If you have government passport, you can go through let's say, the country like Panama and the other, Nicaragua, people come to this country to buy our passport. So remember, you all in the diplomatic passport under the government, under Barrow's government, it was completely misused. We must all accept that it was misused. So we expect government to control time moment. Unfortunately, yet still it's not been among control. Because among control. I am seeing more they are not diplomats, they are not businessmen, but they are friends to politicians. And they were given diplomatic passport. And they are not even doing any service to the country. They should be given that passport. Recently, they were only just in the politics. I understand. Let me tell you something. Ye diplomatic passport and I will career passport dinner, your certificate of integrament to be a diplomat. President Barrow signed, Minister has signed. And that time, Mr. Mayor said, "Put you understand?" Yes, and economic Mr. Dabo said, "No, it was not Mr. Dabo."
No, but
the foreign minister at that time signed it for me.
Who was the foreign minister at that time?
Tangara was the foreign minister at that time.
Tangara.
Yes, but when they were signing my certificate, that time it was out of the country. It was the minister overseeing the foreign affairs at that time, James Gomez. That is the guy who signed the passport.
So you got your passport after Dabo, when Dabo was vice president.
So Dabo, you understand? The diplomatic passport, you understand? Dabo at that time, you understand? Barrow long before at the Kalaman City. Ndebe do ko menna nte ni banko kan alhamdulillah inshallah namol ila modon ya wato namol I help people to go to university. I help people to go to
just
school
continue with the reason why you were
I was doing the humanitarian do ko la kekam. I was serving this country minim banko serve kan wala ka ko.
Was it on your own terms or through an organization?
No, I have my own organization.
He will give you that.
If you know that organization, it was me who registered it. I was able to build almost about 8 masjid in this country, 9 schools. We dug 135 wells in this country, all through my initiative. We sent.
But through what support? Where was the support coming from?
No, from the UK.
Okay,
from the UK,
so you have donors.
Yes, I have donors from the UK.
Tell me one donor.
Bahrain.
Okay, I just wanted to be clear. You have donors. Because I don't want people to say your own hard-earned money, and now they're questioning where you're getting the money.
No, come on, not my own. I mean, it's through my initiative.
It's not through me. I'm telling you for clarity.
Through my own initiative. You understand? And before this government came, that has already made me. I traveled to Saudi Arabia. I traveled to Bahrain. I traveled to Dubai. You understand? And my partners were coming from the UK also. Kanajang to help people.
So that is the reason why.
That was the reason. Barrow long. Barrow knows that before he become, the president. So
you were on those states.
They want me for me to be for me to be as a protocol. I said, look, I mean, the opportunity member already helping people. Let me just keep doing that one. Whatever the government can empower me, okay. Okay, now we give you diplomatic passport and appoint you as an ambassador at large, so that that was all.
Okay. So which means with that more access was given to you.
Yes.
With that, okay.
Yes.
So now, just because there is no for lack of time, you had done great.
Yes.
Those borehole, the masjid or whatever. After the diplomatic passport, after the diplomatic passport and made you ambassador of large, you understand? Just maybe 1 or 2. How much has that grown? You understand?
After when the diplomatic passport was given to me, it really easy my. Because I already get an ambassador at large and it's well known. I have the certificate. The government recognized me. So I can do negotiation on behalf of the government.
So what value has that added?
Investors, yes, it adds value because because investors came.
Okay.
Investors came.
Tell me investors.
And invested.
And invested. I'm saying they sponsor people at the university. You understand? They build.
That's good.
They build a full school.
A
full school. You understand? Not about the for a full school. No matter what come. You can you from balo because you can balo.
No. Ala diplomatic passport bi amari jude.
Ay fulale soto nyola. Ba yo fulale soto nyola.
No, okay.
Bar mbem fole nte
first one ajeba. Man first one ajeba.
Fula soto no nyola.
No ti asole
No. Okay, let me clarify that one also.
Ba fulale soto nyola.
That one also. The fourth time President Baronada, the first issuance of diplomatic passport, passport di ala entrejola. Yake nungena la taf ala sokono. You have diplomatic passport di molla je.
Just tell me why you have.
But that time, system passport also. So when the president was about to go to Saudi, you understand? The plan was for me to go to Saudi.
You don't have time, by
your passport delanye, but your passport man delanye, your title man kabala, ya kabala trustee. That's what you all kabala. And nyaji be diplomatic function, your trustee man traje. So they have to change it. That's why I mean they have to change it to
make until dispute with them.
Until dispute with them. So let do I don't do other one and they give me another one.
Okay. Very good. Until dispute with them. Ibe mol balkan political connection o menna the same political connection wala ñi
political connection
go
mama ya ko amata business la somebody who is not doing any business amata any charity work gamem foy bari go e ka diplomatic passport di mola private banko la saf ñi fa mo la kan tay ma saf you diplomatic passport di mel for them just to get access to travel, that's all.
No.
All of them.
More diplomatic passport.
All of them.
They are also bringing development.
I did not show myself.
I was an opposition.
All right, thank you so much.
Baba Jofo, you are the rebels.
Yes.
Please, Alila Moisai. Abarka bage ngana sponsor tendu ke jay bage milialon ko lenyim programme fasa ka sembe duendi adaba kono wolem care find that mba fale ko thank you so much kanyim programme fasa ka sembe duendi alta cordal sanje alila no mata be tarabari kan screen o dumale ye cordal soto gambia location lo beto kene 15 o kara fo cordal orim bandingo ya be soto le on care find bari altitano LG fanang alila bagage kendol sang ila tabedlan jodangol kara fo ila television ngol mi alon ko jamal laban television ngol ni akela bungo to dawol da moti jutude la bari abela bungo fana nyinyandi la bakele bagage dol bi jele mi alon ko na alfata de jall fongo ba jela al nyaala le pentirol be bulle mi alon ko ni akela bungo bala ite futala wobe suñu kerle alfata je ila bundal katara nyobala le woto ba fala mo be ko isi futa jindulal to yenyilla bagasol sang ngal tendukal je bake milba jibe kanung YouTube milba jibe kanung on Facebook na technician Charles Elvis Ngom nga tenduka je bake Mustafa Kamara Lamin Diallo Sire Drame Sirfo Sedikan mbafali be ko ala baraka bake nalen kango moy kote ke on the grand Bantaba be kala arjumana altini ala kititala bye bye.
CareFinder is a real estate company that focuses on property development within the Gambia. We pride ourselves with providing not just quality and durable houses, but also state-of-the-art designs tailored to our clients' tastes and expectations. Our unique experience and expertise is second to none in the industry. We are currently building and selling 3-bedroom bungalows at Sukuta Traffic Lights and Jabang. We're also building and selling 3-bedroom story buildings at Sukuta Paradise. Other sites are also in the pipeline. With CareFinder, payment options are available. With just 40% deposit, you can get your house started. For more information, contact us on 329-5188, 727-0049, 709-8418. You can also check us out on Facebook and Instagram at CareFinder. With CareFinder, you are assured of a secure investment.